for this tutorial I'll be using my size 3.5. Hey guys, so for this tutorial I'll be using my size 3mm hook, my yarn which is from a brand called Avenue Knitting, or you can use any spot weight yarn or weight for yarn of your choice depending on how thick or light you want the dress to be. And then I'll be using my measuring tape and my scissors. So to get started, for your measurement you're going to be using your hips measurement, and you're going to divide that by 2 because you're going to be working in 2 panels, the front and the back panel. So my hips is 44, meaning I'm going to divide that by 2, making it 22 inches. So the front and the back panel are both going to be identical. Whatever you do for the front panel is what you're going to do for the back panel. Now for my foundation chain, I'm going to start by making a chain that will give me 22 inches because that's half of my hip size, and I'm going to make sure the amount of chains I have is in multiples of 3 plus 4. So whatever chain you have or whatever amount of chains you end up with, make sure is in multiples of 3 plus 4. I did a total of 88 chains, which is in multiples of 3 plus 4. For the first row, start by chaining 1, going to the second stitch from the hook with 1 double crochet. Now just continue with 1 double crochet in each stitch till you get to the end of the row. So you just put in 1 double crochet in each stitch. Okay, so I'm at the end of the first row. For the second row, start by chaining 1 and turn over. In the first stitch, go in with 1 double crochet. Now in the next stitch, go into the front post with 8 double crochet. So you're doing a front post double crochet in the next stitch. Now go into the next 2 stitches with 1 double crochet. In the third stitch, do a front post double crochet. In the next 2 stitches, go in with 1 double crochet. Do a front post double crochet in the third stitch. So you're alternating between 1 double crochet in 2 stitches and a front post double crochet in the third stitch. You're going to continue with this till you get to the end of the row. So 1 double crochet in 2 stitches and a front post double crochet in the third stitch. So I've come to the end of the second row. In the last stitch, go in with 1 double crochet. For the third row, start by chaining 1 and turn over. In this first 2 stitches, go in with 1 double crochet. Now for the next 2 stitches, you're going to notice that they are in front compared to the next stitch, which is at the back. So in these 2 front stitches, do a front post double crochet. In the next stitch, which is backward, go in with 1 double crochet. And the next 2 front stitches, they are facing the front, so go in with 2 double crochet, or rather they are pushing out into the front. And the next stitch, go in with 1 double crochet. Go into the next 2 front stitches with a front post stitch. So you're alternating between 1 double crochet in the stitch behind and a front post double crochet in the 2 stitches in front. So in this stitch, go in with 1 double crochet. in the next 2 stitches which are in front, go in with a front post double crochet. So you're going to continue with this till you get to the end of the row. Now this is what the front of the pattern is looking like, and this is going to be the back, and this is going to be the front where the waffle stitch is showing. Come to the end of the 3rd row, and the last 2 stitches go in with 1 double crochet. For the 4th row, chain 1, turn over. In this first stitch, go in with 1 double crochet. Now in this next stitch, do a front post double crochet. So you're actually going to see where you're going to be doing your front post double crochet. In the stitches that are in front, you're going to be doing your front post double crochet. In the next 2 stitches, go in with 1 double crochet. So basically you're just repeating what you did for row 2. In the 3rd stitch, go in with a front post double crochet. In the next 2 stitches, go in with 1 double crochet. So you're alternating between 1 double crochet in 2 stitches and a front post double crochet. So from this point, you're just going to be repeating row 2 and row 3, and I'm going to do this for a few rows and I'll let you know what to do next. But for now, just keep on alternating row 2 and row 3. So I did a total of 34 rows of the waffle stitch, and this is the front of the panel and this is the back of the panel. Now for the 35th row, I'm going to start decreasing because of the waist. So my waist is smaller than my hips, so I'm just going to start decreasing. So for that, start by chaining 1. In the first 2 stitch, you're going to do your decrease. So yarn over, going to the first stitch and pull through. You have 3 loops, yarn over and pull through 2. You have 2 loops, yarn over, go into the next stitch and pull through. You have 4 loops, pull through 2, pull through 2, and pull through 2. So guys, I'm sorry about my voice. I'm kind of having flu, so and my voice sounds terrible right now. So now that you've done your decrease in the first 2 stitches, you're going to continue with the waffle stitch. So since this is the back of the panel, these 2 stitches facing the front, you go in with your front post double crochet. Now in the next stitch behind, go into it with a normal double crochet. Go into the next 2 stitches with a front post double crochet. So you're just repeating the pattern you've been doing for the body of the dress. The only difference is you're decreasing on both sides. So just continue with this till you get to the end of the row. So now I'm just going to keep on decreasing on both sides, and I'll let you know how many rows of decrease I end up doing. So you're decreasing on the left and the right side, but you're just going to continue with the pattern you've been doing. So when it's facing the front, you already know how to work the waffle stitch. I'll let you know how many rows of decrease I end up doing before we continue the pattern. So I did a total of 6 rows of decrease, making it a total of 40 rows. So remember, I did 34 rows of the waffle stitch with no increase or decrease, plus 6 rows of decrease, making it 40 rows. So for the first row, you're going to start by chaining 1. Now you're just going to continue without any increase or decrease. So you're repeating what you've been doing for the body of the dress, except you're not doing any increase or decrease from this point, unless maybe your waist is smaller than mine, and then you just want to keep on decreasing. But 6 rows of 6 rows of decrease is okay for my measurement, so I'm not doing any decrease anymore. And if this is looking small, it's really stretchy, so you don't have to worry about it not fitting because the stitch itself is quite stretchy. So for the first row, you turn over, no increase. So in this first stitch, go in with 1 double crochet. Now the next stitch is the stitch behind, so go in with 1 double crochet. You have your 2 stitches in front, so just put in a front post double crochet into the 2 stitches, go into the stitch behind with 1 double crochet, and the next 2 stitches with your front post double crochet. So like I said, it's just repeating what you've been doing for the body of the dress. Now I'm going to continue with this, and if I'm going to do anything different along the way, I'll let you guys know. But for now, just continue without any increase or decrease till you get to under your arm. Yeah, so just continue till you get under your arm, and then we'll work on the next step. Okay, so now I did a total of 22 rows of no increase or decrease. So if you remember, I have 34 rows of no increase or decrease. Then I did 6 rows of decrease for the waist, making it 40 rows. Now I have a total of 22 rows of no increase or decrease. So what I did was, when I got to under my arm, I did 3 rows of decrease. So apart from the 22 rows of no increase or decrease, I did a total of 3 rows of no decrease. Sorry, I did a total of 3 rows of decrease on both sides for the arm. So you can keep on decreasing if you want the arm area to be quite inside. But for mine, I have 3 rows of decrease. So from this point, I'm not going to be decreasing or increasing. I'll just continue till I have the length that is long enough or wide enough for my armhole. So chain 1, you're just going to continue with the pattern you've been doing. Go into the front post stitch with a front post double crochet, go into the next 2 stitches with 1 double crochet, and go into the front post stitch with a front post double crochet. So you're just going to continue with this till you have the length that would be wide enough for your armhole. Okay, so I did a total of 10 rows of no increase. So remember, I did 3 rows of decrease for the arm, and then I did 10 rows of no increase or decrease. Now you can make this longer or shorter depending on the measurement of your arm, but 10 rows is okay for me. Now I'm just going to show you how I did the neckline on this side. So what you need to do is start by chaining 1. Now you're just going to continue with the pattern that you've been doing. So go into this post stitch with a post stitch. Now I marked off 22 stitches, so I'm just going to continue with the pattern till I've worked in to 22 stitches, and then I'll show you what to do. So for now, just continue the pattern till you have a total of 22 stitches. So I've worked into 20 stitches. Now for the 21st and 22nd stitch, you're going to do your decrease. So yarn over, go into the next stitch and pull through. You have 3 loops, pull through 2, you have 2 loops, yarn over and go into the next stitch, pull through 2, and pull through 2. So this is going to be the neckline. Now what you're going to do is you're going to start by chaining 1, and you're just going to work in 1 single crochet all the way to the end of the row. So I'm done joining the two panels together. They're just two identical panels, and if you're okay with the dress like this, you can skip the next part. But I realized I still have some yarns left, and I decided to just put in turtleneck into the dress. I don't know if it's going to like turn out nice. If it does, you're going to see the dress with the turtleneck. If it doesn't, you're going to see the dress without the turtleneck. So all you need to do is you're going to just attach your yarn at any end. So I'm going to attach my yarn at this end. Now start by making a chain depending on the length you want for your turtleneck. So I'm just going to work in 25 chains first and see if it's too long. I'm going to reduce it. So this is 20 chains, and I don't know if it's too long or if it's too short, but I think if I fold it over it's going to be too short, so I'll just increase it a little bit. No, I'm going to just work with 20 first. If it's not enough, I'll redo it. If it's enough, then I'm going to stick to 20. So I have a total of 20 chains. Now chain 1, in the first stitch go in with 1/2 double crochet, go into the next stitch with 1/2 double crochet. So you're just working in 1/2 double crochet along the chains till you get to the end of the row. At the end of the chain stitch, slip stitch into the next stitch to close up the round. To start up a new round, you're going to slip stitch into the very next stitch, turn over. Now you're going to work 1/2 double crochet into the back loop of each stitch. So you're just putting in 1/2 double crochet. Continue till you get to the end of the row. Now I've come to the end of the row. So I chained 1 and continued with 1/2 double crochet in each stitch. Now when you come to this end, slip stitch into the very next stitch to close up the round. And to start a new round, you're going to slip stitch into the next stitch. Chain 1, turn over. Continue with 1/2 double crochet in the back loop of each stitch. So you're just going to keep on repeating this till you have the till you're done with your turtleneck, or till you're done going around the neck hole. So you're going to be slip stitching twice. When you get to this end, you're slip stitching to close up the round, and then you're slip stitching into the very next stitch to start a new round. So I'm done going around the neckline, and this is what the turtleneck looks like. So that's it for this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. If there's any question, you can leave a comment down in the comment section, which I'm definitely going to reply. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you guys in my next video.